a sandwich. If I called a hot dog a sandwich, do you think that you would be fine with it? If not, then why? Let's bust this wide. Mary, Cari, Kelly, oh my, is it a sandwich? Well, let's decide.
Howdy and welcome back. I'm your burger barista, Matt, and it's time for Order Up.
A burger barista. That's
I
the
want to make
best.
actual name tags.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is so great. Hello, everybody. I am one of your four fine hosts. I'd say we're all fine. I'm going to own that title myself. Yeah, I am fine. I'm Kelly Zomnickas. How's everyone doing out there in podcast land? Welcome back to Order Up. We, of course, are diving in this 6-part start of the podcast series with the hamburger question. Is a hamburger a sandwich? Debatable sometimes. People think when you start that, you're going to go hot dog, but we're going sandwich because we're like that. We're fancy. We're fancy. How's everyone's day? Mary, how's your day?
It's good. I'm in beautiful California. And it's just grand. And I'm constantly starving on this show. So it's like, I just had an incredible omelet and now you brought up the hamburger again. And I may have to put the omelet on a hamburger.
Oh,
possible.
Oh,
I do love to put an egg on things.
Yeah.
I am a fan of putting an egg on things. Cari made a face.
Cari made a face. Cari does not like egg on things. I don't like eggs. I like to cook eggs because I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I don't like to eat them. Yeah.
I love putting an egg on a pizza.
What?
Oh,
yeah. That's a great breakfast.
Oh,
a
man.
fried egg on a pizza. Boom.
Oh,
Done.
I'm sorry. No.
No,
That gets you
I
voted off. No. Yeah.
That's
I won't say no until I've tried it, but it does not sound appealing.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
However,
Yeah.
I have to say, because when it comes to food, I get very passionate. I had a spinach salad when I was pregnant, and instead of the hard boiled egg, that's the one that's cooked all the way. Yes. They put a kind of runny egg on top of it, not hard and runny with it, and then had a delicious crostini bread, garlic bread that I could dip into the egg in the salad. And I was pregnant and I ate all of it. So I don't know. It was delicious. So I could meet you there.
Okay.
I've not had children, but so I can't comment on like pregnancy cravings. But Cari, did you have any things like that when you were cravings?
I craved. One day I was driving and I saw this billboard for a grocery chain here in Toronto, and there was this gorgeous picture of watermelon. Like it was like the most beautiful, perfect watermelon. Like they auditioned all the watermelons in the world and they got the most stunning watermelon. And then I was like, oh my God, I have to eat watermelon right now. And that was really the only craving I had, but it was very intense. I was like, and I had to go to the grocery right then and there and get watermelon. It's a very visceral feeling.
I love that. Well, we're not going to focus on watermelon today. We are going towards the burger, as I said off the top. Matt, you have provided us with some funky little burger facts with each episode. What is your fun burger fact for today, sir?
Okay, well, Vegas is the home to many things, and apparently it is also the home to one of the most expensive burgers available in the U.S. Oh. It's served at the Fleur de Lis. It's called the Fleur Burger and is made with Kobe beef and topped with foie gras and black truffles. And it comes with a 1990 bottle of Chateau Petrus for $5,000, which sounds insane to me. I am sure I could make a burger that was just as tasty or better at home for $10. but some people, they will spend money on things at
oh my God,
exorbitant prices.
$5,000.
Wow.
$5,000. I'm guessing most of the cost is the truffles and the wine, and that is bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Since
What is faux gras?
foie gras is duck
Liver?
Oh,
It's it's like it's goose liver where they've been force fed, and it's like a pate kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is not only ridiculously expensive, it's animal abuse. So
Yes,
that's
it's got the twofer of entitlement going on there.
Good grief.
Gosh, that's
Oh my
very
gosh.
bonkers.
I don't know how expensive the most expensive burger I've ever, I don't know like what I've paid,
Mhm.
but I would never, I couldn't imagine going beyond like $40 would seem like
Exorbitant.
extravagant.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, I've gone to I don't know if you have this in the States, Mary, but there's this place in Toronto called The Works. And it bills itself as a fancy-ish burger place, but it's just basically they will throw crazy toppings like macaroni and cheese and like a pineapple slice and just like whatever on it. So I've got probably like a $30 burger there, and I felt like this is a little extravagant. This is a little much for me.
we have the counter out here.
Okay.
And the counter, you could get yourself in a $30 situation. But if I'm spending $40 to $50 on a burger, Jason Momoa has to come into the restaurant and serve me personally. Because
And it comes with a massage, and
and it comes with a massage, and then he's gotta feed me by
my
hand.
God.
So it's I'd have to have Jason Momoa. Yeah.
I would need Idris Elba
Oh, nice call.
and
Oh, he's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
and Combe Fior,
Oh,
Canadian very talented actor who I completely have the heart
yeah, I
for.
can see that for sure. Good choice.
Bon cop.
Bon cop, bad cop. and never mind Stratford. Never mind that, but yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw him playing Hamlet and in high school. So
look.
yeah.
Oh, amazing. All
Thank
right.
you for joining us on Order Up. I am so excited to hand this over to Kelly because I'm so excited for our next guest. Kelly, tell us who our next guest is on Order Up.
Oh my gosh. Well, first off, she is so funny. So funny. If you have not seen our next guest, either in person or virtually, do yourself a favor. Go check out Janelle Niles. Janelle is a comedian, producer, and content creator who got her start in comedy in 2019, which blows my mind because we were recording this in 2022. So I didn't realize it had not been that long. But Janelle exploded onto the comedy scene with her Indigenous comedy show Gotland, which was just showcased at JFL 42, which is the Toronto branch of the famed Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. She's appeared at the Arctic Comedy Festival. Her humor has been described as eccentric and captivating. She's basically comedy goals, is what she is. Give it up for Janelle Niles.
Yay! Welcome.
I'm happy to be here.
How are you doing,
Hi.
Janelle?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. It's a nice day all around.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we have brought you here. I mean, we love the fact that you're just kicking butt in the comedy scene. Absolutely love that. But we're going to talk food. We're going to just completely ignore all the accolades and get into some food questions. We have 5 questions for you. Starting off with this one. What is a meal that instantly takes you back to childhood, either when you make it or when you just think about it?
It's not the most charming story, but when I was a kid, we actually were pretty downtrodden, and I remember eating mayonnaise sandwiches a lot with Miracle Whip. So anytime I have like mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, it just boom, it brings me back to my childhood. And I told my significant other this, and he's all like, "Well, when's the last time you had a mayonnaise sandwich?" I'm like, "Last week." I know, I still eat. I don't care. Sometimes I put some bologna in there, and I'm like,
I love that. We've talked a lot about grilled cheese sandwiches on the show. And speaking of mayonnaise, what I do instead of buttering my grilled cheese sandwich when I go to fry it, I slather it in mayonnaise.
Oh, nice. That's really tangy, eh? It gives it a little tinge like that.
Exactly. It is so good, but I love that. I love those things. What is your favorite late night snack?
Ketchup chips,
Oh,
right away. Ketchup
what a
chips.
Canadian answer. I love it.
I know. I am the first Canadian. I love ketchup chips. They're sweet, they're salty, they're delicious. I love them. I love them in all forms, from Crispers to Pringles to Doritos. I love ketchup chips.
What are ketchup chips?
Aha, the American chimes in.
I have no idea. Explain it, Janelle. What is a ketchup chip?
So imagine a young boy named Kyle who eats just ketchup for breakfast. And he's like, I want to eat ketchup every single day. So you need different ways to make ketchup meals. So what they did was, I guess they dehydrated ketchup to a nice fine dust and then threw it on a potato chip. And ketchup chips are born. And they're delicious.
Oh, I love that. My daughter will love that. It's amazing.
Let's send Mary a care package from Canada.
Yeah, we need to get that.
Craft dinner and ketchup chips.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Some good Canadian treats there. Janelle, what is, in your opinion, the worst meal to eat on a date?
I'm just speaking for personal experience, but sushi.
Oh.
I love sushi to death. And every time I bring someone on a date for sushi, they do not like it. They don't like the raw fish. They don't like, and they'll just say yes so they can, go on the date. And 9 times out of 10, I've had to pay for it. I've had to pay for the whole meal because they were so disgusted, and I was overly apologetic. Our Canadian apology problem, so I would pay for it. So I would say sushi because you don't know what people's tastes are, and sushi is a acquired taste.
That is fair. What is your what are your like favorite picks on a sushi menu? What do you love ordering?
Salmon, eel, and tempura.
I love tempura.
So good. I know.
They're
I
my
also
favorite.
love those edamame beans that they
There you
Those
go.
are so
serve
good.
off the top. But I'm so allergic to soy. I look like I'm pregnant by the end of the dinner. Like,
Oh no.
yeah,
That's me if I have one beer. I'm just like,
me too. Yeah, when I'm drinking a beer, I look like I shouldn't be drinking a beer, because it's like, are you with child, ma'am? No, I'm
Just bloated. Well, the question I have is sushi a sandwich?
Oh,
See what I did there?
nice.
Could sushi be
sushi a
considered a
sandwich?
sandwich?
I would say no. I would have to say no because the sandwich has to include bread, and seaweed is not bread.
There you go.
I'm going with that. I agree.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I like that, Mary. I like where your head's going with that. Speaking of burgers, what, Janelle, is the best burger you've ever had, and where did you have it?
I would have to say my best burger. I forgot what it's called, but it was a Japan-inspired burger, and it's at World Burger here in Ottawa.
Oh.
And it was so good. It was it had great texture. The meat was on par, and I wish I could remember the name of it, but I remember it was at World Burger, and it's a Japanese-inspired.
Oh my
burger.
gosh, that sounds good.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, just look for the flag with the dot on it, and then be like, I want to try that. I wish I could remember. It was so good. It was just, you know how in sushi you can get like a spider roll and the cucumbers are like minced in long, like, and it kind of looks like legs of spider. That's what the burger had. It had just like a bunch of cucumber and crunchiness with the meat, and it was perfect. It was very palate cleansing.
Wow, I've never thought about putting cucumber on a burger. That sounds good though.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's delicious. Well, a pickle is kind of a cucumber.
Yeah, no, a pickle, yes, but I've never thought about just cucumber. So I don't mean to discriminate against the cucumber. It's just pre-pickled, I guess, but that sounds actually good. So I might do that the next time. Yeah.
It really does. Yeah. Was if you remember, was World Burger did they have burger like kind of a burger style from every country in the world?
Yeah, pretty much. I think they changed the countries depending on the month, and then they make a style burger per that country. So it's
Gotcha.
world.
That's a cool
burger, so
concept,
you
right?
can have a burger.
Yeah.
I gotta think about.
I see a
think they
field
have them in
trip.
the States.
I see a field trip.
Coming
I
to
see a field
Ottawa,
trip.
Janelle. We're gonna
Yes, yes. I need a field trip. That we don't have a world burger here. We don't.
Oh, no?
No. I mean, throwing
I'm
Swiss
trying.
cheese and some mushrooms on a burger is not French. It's not French. It's not Swiss. It's not anything. It's us trying to be different. And we know America never works.
I'm actually going to America next week for a comedy show.
Oh,
I'm going to
excellent.
Wisconsin.
Oh, in Wisconsin, you've got to try cheese curds. Try cheese curds, maybe on a burger. Try cheese curds. I tried them for the first time 5 years ago, and it's all the rage. And they use cheese curds, you guys, kind of like chips. So it's kind of redundant, but putting cheese curds in a ranch, it's weird, but it's delicious.
Yeah, we've never had cheese curds here in Canada. I don't know what those are.
we have cheese curds, Mary.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Sorry.
We don't eat them separately usually, though. They're on the poutine.
No.
They're on the, the.
I have no idea what
Do you
you're
not
talking
know what
about.
that
But what's a poutine?
Oh my goodness,
I'm
Mary.
sorry.
Oh,
I'm not.
Okay, so poutine is French fries with gravy and cheese curds. And it is a very specific dish that came out of Canada and it's blowing up in Quebec. I wonder why. So it's delicious and you can get it anywhere here in Canada. So every chip shop on the street has a poutine.
Yeah.
And it's in Wisconsin. They have it too. So
I'm going to judge it.
I'm covering now. So you're going to go to Wisconsin and you're going to have the Wisconsin Putin. No, that's not right.
Yes.
That's a whole other story. All right.
We don't talk politics on this show, Mary.
I'm sorry. Poutine. I thought I was being of service. Obviously not. And I was like, who's this blonde from California? What is that? Sorry.
Although I would love to see a Wisconsin Putin. I feel like
just a guy riding a horse with
my God.
shirt off and a big cheese hat.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packer gloves.
Oh my gosh. The big question, of course, for this podcast is this one. Slightly controversial, but Janelle Niles, is a hamburger a sandwich?
Yes.
Ooh, definitive yes.
100%.
Okay.
I love
Yes. It's meat and veggies in between two pieces of bread, whether it's hot or cold, it is a sandwich.
Okay.
I like it. Mary is giving you a look.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, Mary. Mary is skeptical. Yeah.
Mary's very staunch now.
You either said hot or cold. Have you had a cold hamburger?
Yes, I have.
Oh no! Tell us. What does that mean? Was it cold on purpose? What was happening?
No, I was just lazy.
So it's not gazpacho.
That's
burger.
No.
hilarious.
That is.
Oh, that's funny.
So a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm the one that is not on the fence. I'm the one that truly believes it's not a sandwich. But girls, ladies, gentlemen, I'm getting towards the fence because a cold hamburger could be a sandwich. Because it's cold.
But it would have to be on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be on purpose.
Cold on purpose.
And then I might join you with a sandwich.
Interesting.
Contextually, it might be a sandwich in that scenario.
So this is like a foodie type podcast, eh? Can I share with you
Yes, please.
something? So,
Absolutely. Please.
Because I'm going to the States, I realized that trans fat's been pretty much banned up here in Canada for a very long time. And I went down to the States maybe about 2 years ago, down to New Hampshire, to Mount Washington or White Mountain, and we stopped at a gas station and they had pizza there. And I took a bite and then everything came back. I was like, oh, this is what trans fats is. Delicious. I'm like, why does this taste so good? And it's like, it's the trans fat. So when I go down to Wisconsin, I'm going to try some trans fatty foods. I just miss it. And how is it that Canada got bigger when they got rid of trans fat? I don't know.
It's a good question.
We didn't lose no weight, but we lost the trans fat.
It is true. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Why did you guys say no trans fats? Like, did it just come out of nowhere? Was it part of another bill? Was it?
I think Europe did. Europe first banned trans
so,
fats, and then we copy them.
Yeah. So healthy. At least we backed off on MSG. MSG is allowed back, so thank goodness for that, at least.
Really? Yeah, MSG shuts my brain off, so I don't understand.
Okay.
So you can shut your brain off, but not have a Twinkie. I don't get it. I'm really confused.
Well, we can have a Twinkie, but it doesn't have trans fat, so it's just not as magical. So we're just sort of like...
It's a sad Twinkie.
Yeah.
It's like a sad replica of a Twinkie.
Nobody's going for the healthy Twinkie.
Well, no.
So is it like a Snackwells? I don't know if you guys had Snackwells up in Canada.
We had them.
Is it like a Snackwells Twinkie? Remember how Snackwells Oreo cookies were so sad?
I forgot about
it.
Those.
It was like going to Safeway and getting the generic Oreo cookies. It was so sad. It was like animal cracker. It was horrible. So is that what your Twinkie tastes like? Like that's sad, lonely.
I think that's a different podcast.
So I'll get a Twinkie. I'll get a Twinkie from Canada, and I'll bring it with me to Wisconsin, and then I'll do.
If you could do that research for us, Janelle, we would appreciate it.
Write it down right now.
And while you're at it, bring a Canadian Coca-Cola, an American Coca-Cola, and a Mexican Coca-Cola.
Ooh.
And see which tastes better, because they all use different sweeteners.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I would say
Mexico has sugarcane. Yeah, it's more pure sugarcane. Canada uses a mix, and the U.S. is corn syrup. So it's a different sweetness profile.
Oh. See, this is so educational.
Learning so much, guys.
And I just have the wrong kind of... Well, I have a Coke habit, just not the normal Coke habit people in comedy have. So
I love how the healthiest thing I brought up was sushi.
I've got to ask, like, being a comedian, do you have any like snacks that you gravitate towards, like either pre-show, do you eat much before doing a set, or is afterwards you're like just completely ravenous?
So I will get I'll get the itis if I eat before. I'll just get really dizzy if I eat before my set. So we try to eat after, and then it's all bar food, pub food, right? So I'm either gravitating to the mozzarella sticks or the poutine or the nachos. But if they have a full menu, I will always go for a steak because I like to treat myself after a set.
Yes.
For you. Deserve it.
I gotta ask, what did you dive into after the JFL 42 where Gotland had their showcase?
Oh man, we just had snacks in our green room. I made sure to put that on our rider. Sandwiches, very cold, delicious sandwiches. So I think I had like 2 cold cut sandwiches right after JFL, and then we just hit the comedy bar in Toronto right after.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. I love that. I can't wait to have a rider. I should just make one up.
Sure. Why not?
I'm gonna go to people's houses.
I could have asked for anything, and I said food. I don't know why I did that. Can I get a 60-ounce of whiskey? I missed my mark. On that one.
But have you ever been like, I have been ravenous before a set. I try not to eat a huge meal before it. What's your go-to if you need a quick snack before you hit the stage?
Chips.
Okay.
Something small.
Yeah.
Something chips. Ketchup chips. I try not to eat too heavy before I get on stage because I will it's like having a stroke up there. I'm like like I can't think of my set, and that's I guess because all your blood's rushing to your elementary canal trying to digest your food. So
You need to stay hungry during your set so you can stay sharp, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, indeed.
That's why it's hard if you perform in a place where the kitchen closes after your set's over, especially if you're a headliner and you're left with 2 chicken wings alone by themselves with nothing next to them, and then a hamburger that is not a sandwich alone and cold.
On purpose.
That's a disaster. On purpose.
Yeah, it is one of those things. Like when I go to comedy shows 5 nights a week, and after the show, all the headliners are like, "Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to eat?" I'm like, "I got you. I know exactly where we're going."
I love
awesome.
it. We were talking at the top. Matt had given us some fun foodie facts. He was saying that there's a burger in Vegas that's what, $5,000?
$5,000. Yeah.
So we were. I
Does
love
it pay my rent? Like,
so we were just saying, like, if we were going to get that, it would have to come up with some like hot humans. I picked like Idris Elba and Comfior. If you were going to have to order a $5,000 hamburger, what would it come with for you, or who would it come with?
who would it come with? It would have to come with 500 more burgers. How one burger? Holy moly! I need to feed a fleet of people with $5,000.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Can I get that in writing?
Yeah.
$5,000. What's it made out of? I have to ask.
Okay, it's foie gras, black truffles, and comes with a 1990 bottle of Chateau Petrus champagne.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just very flashy. It's very Vegas.
It's very Vegas. It's got a tiara. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Served to you by showgirls, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just unreal.
Yeah.
What if you don't like it? Like, what if you don't like it? I'm picky. Like, what if you sent that back?
Yeah.
Oh.
So do you ever ask, like, before you order a meal, excuse me, what's your refund policy on this?
One bite taken out of it, I think. That's usually how it goes. I worked in kitchens before, and people will send plates back with like nothing on it, and they said they didn't like it, and they like want a new one. I'm like, what? But you ate it all.
I have been witness to that. I used to host at a Sunday brunch place here in Toronto. Our restaurant had been featured on a Food Network show, but I guess she didn't hear the part about our menu changed seasonally. So she came in the spring looking for the pancakes that we served in the fall. We didn't have them. She ate it, called over the manager with a clean plate and said, "Can I have my money back? Those weren't what I ordered."
But I don't, there are no words for this kind of behavior. I don't know what to say.
Well,
we have a word for it, but it's not politically correct.
Yes, that is true.
Karenism. It's called Karenism.
Janelle, since you worked in restaurants and things like that, how would people order their burgers? Would it be medium well, rare? Like, what was the most common?
Medium well would be the most common burger, for sure.
And do you have stuff in Canada where you cannot in the States order a burger too rare?
Yeah. Yes, that's the true thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Because you got a 16-year-old line cook in the back, and he doesn't put the thermometer in all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to know that, Janelle. I don't want to know that. I want to think it's, some big 4-star chef, not a 16-year-old who doesn't know how to use a thermometer. Scary.
Oh, indeed.
It's working at like Boston Pizza or something.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Janelle, for joining us for some food chatter. How can folks find you? What shows do you have coming up? Basically a little plug. What's coming up for you?
Sure thing. I am Janelle Niles. You can catch me on CBC Gems, New Wave of Stand-Up, and Just for Laughs. Also, I have my show, Gotland Indigenous Comedy Show. We are touring. We'll be in Calgary, November 24th, and I'll also be as Janelle Niles in St. John's for the Pink Tie Gala. So there's a lot of fun. You can find us all at GotlandComedy.com under comedians under Janelle Niles.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Good
for
luck
joining
with it
us
all.
today.
Well, thank you.
Just bringing up that point about the 16-year-old line cook. I mean, you never want to think about that in the restaurant. Oh gosh. But there's a lot of things I think about food, like that point. Anytime I learned this from Anthony Bourdain, but anytime something is like today's special, it's not really like the fanciest thing. It's usually the food that's about to get chucked.
Oh.
Did you guys know that?
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense though. That makes sense.
Special.
Margin is so thin. You want to like, yeah, get everything on a plate and sold in the restaurant.
Alrighty. So to do our recap, so far, John Catucci, Janelle Niles, they're both in camp. This is a sandwich. And Mary, Cari are saying, nope, no, it's not. And Matthew, myself, and the Zane Kaplansky answer, which will go down, I think, in our podcast history of it'll be whatever it wants to be.
I am on the fence, but I'm getting closer. Sorry, I was going to say I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to the fence.
Breaking news, everyone.
Yeah.
She is inching closer.
I know.
This is good.
So that messes up our
The
tally.
cold hamburger brought me a little closer. I'm still in the grass. And our fence is a very short fence here in Los Angeles because things have been back ordered. But the cold sandwich, wait, I almost said it. No, the cold hamburger almost brought me to the sandwich. It's not. I stand firm.
Janelle Niles, thank you. You're bringing her closer. All right, friends, we're going to do this again. Another guest, another episode. We're going to figure out if this really is a sandwich.
So the first thing I'm going to ask you is tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is Sequoia. I'm 14 years old.
Sequoia, is a hamburger a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay, why?
A hamburger is a sandwich because by definition, a sandwich is something, a piece of meat, filling, cheese, something between two pieces of bread. And those two pieces of bread are the burger, like the bun. So therefore, a hamburger is a sandwich and there's no reason to say that it is not.
And what do you say to the people who argue that the bun is the problem? The bun is round and it's not like a sandwich bread. How do you defend that?
Everyone would call a Subway sandwich, like a Subway sub, a sandwich. And it's round, and it's still a sandwich, and everyone would say that. So therefore, if I cut it in half and I added meat between that, would that make it no longer a sandwich? No, it's still a sandwich. It's a sandwich either way. It doesn't matter.
Thank you. Good points. Yeah.
I'll do it. No.
Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be Jamie's turn. Okay. Hang on. Shh. Tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is Jamie, and I'm 13.
Jamie, is a hamburger a sandwich?
Yes, it is.
Why?
So basically, a sandwich is something in between two pieces of bread. And if you go to restaurants, sandwiches are like, and hamburgers are sometimes in the same column, and it's the same stuff on a sandwich that's on a hamburger. There's meat, cheese, vegetables. Same on a hamburger. It's basically the same thing, just a different type of meat and a different piece of bread. So I think it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay. Thank you.
You like
Order Up is hosted and produced by Matt Ardill,
Mary Kennedy,
Carrie Haim,
Kelly Zemeckis.
and original music is by Rebecca McDonald.